So in today's video, I will be sharing with us on how to sew this beautiful Bubu kaftan dress with a lace yoke and a V neckline pattern. As always, it's your girl Uwa Apparel. If you haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button and let's get started. To make our beautiful Bubu dress with a V neckline pattern and lace yoke slash sleeve, would require 3 yards of Ankara print fabric and also half a yard of lace. So this lace here is what I'll be using for the making of this outfit. I've cut out the fabric required for both the front and the back, and I have it in a fold, as you can see right now. Okay, so I placed it on top of each other. And so at the very top there is where I'm going to be taking my starting line, which is what I usually do. So using my straight rule, that's my starting line drafted there. So next measurement I'll be taking will be the V neckline depth, and for my outfit I took a neckline depth of 7.5 inches. If you want yours to be deeper, you could go for 9 inches, but I didn't want mine to go lower than that, and so I made a point there. So for the width, it is 3 inches. And I'll use my straight rule to connect both points together. So that's it for the V neckline pattern for the front. So for the back, I'll be going with a depth of 2 inches, and I'll be using my free hand to draft a simple curve around that portion there. Okay, so that will serve for our back neckline. Then also we're going to be taking our shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. So I made a point there, and the remaining portion there is what will be left for my sleeve. Okay, so I'll be taking my shoulder slope now of 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead now to make a point there, and using my straight rule, I'll be connecting it back into the neckline area. So this is very important. You could go for 1 inch shoulder slope. So next measurement now we're going to be taking is the waist area. So from the shoulder there to the waist, I took a measurement of 16 inches, and I'm using my straight rule now to rule across that point. So for my sleeve depth, I will go with a measurement of 9 inches. So I will make a point there as well. And next will be a measurement on my waist area. So I took the measurement of 10 inches first, and I added extra 4-inch allowance. If you want, you could go with 4 inches, but if you want it to be a little bit fitted, you could go with 3 inches. So the 4-inch allowance will serve for ease and also for seam allowance. So I'll be using my curve now to connect both points together, the point I made for the sleeve depth and also on the waistline. So I'm taking a measurement from the starting line there now to 35 inches. So I'll rule a line across that point. The reason why I am doing this is to be able to create a cowl effect on the side. Okay, so the full length of this dress is 60 inches from the very top. So depending on what your height is, my height is about 58 inches, and so both folding around the border area there and additional 1 inch of length so it will flow very well was what made it 60 inches. So that's the line I ruled across that point there now. So that's going to be the border area. So from that armhole area, I drew a straight line all the way to the hem or the border of our dress. So next, I'm going to be working on that portion I said I'll be creating a cowl neck pattern or effect on the side. So I'm simply using my curve rule to create a sort of curve around that portion there, and I'll take it into the armhole area. Having done that, I'll go ahead now to cut out my pattern. Please ensure to cut out the back neckline pattern first. Then after separating your fabric, you can go ahead to cut out the V neckline pattern. Next, I'm going to be working on the yoke, which is at the front, the portion that has the lace. Okay, sorry, my camera wasn't well positioned, and so it didn't show when I was cutting the v-neck line pattern. So now I'll go ahead to separate the back fabric from the front so as to be able to cut out the yoke portion for this Bubu dress. So you can see the way I'm placing my straight rule there. I ensured that it was beyond the sleeve area a bit. Okay, so I'll go ahead to cut it out, and this top portion is what I'll be using to cut on my lace. Now if you notice, this Bubu kaftan sleeve is quite short, so while cutting on my lace, I ensured that the lace was longer by 5 inches. So this piece of fabric here is what I'm going to be stitching on the back sleeve. Okay, so this is what it is looking like after I was done stitching. Next, we'll be attaching our lace to the top portion. So you can see the way I am placing it. Okay, so ensure you place it the right sides facing each other. So you also notice that I use bias fabric to pipe the v-neck portion. Okay, so after stitching it on my fabric, you can see me indicating the sleeve portion there. I also used bias fabric to pipe it as well. So next, we're going to be joining the shoulders for both the back and the front. And thereafter, we'll go ahead to close our Bubu dress on the side. So I'll be stitching it on the side by 1 inch. Okay, so ensure to take an allowance of 1 inch measurement while running your stitches on both sides. So after I was done stitching, this is what it is now looking like. I've already gone ahead to iron it out, and it is looking very beautiful already. Okay, so I also went ahead to fold around the border area. So I folded it and stitched around it as well. Just to add some finishing touches, I also used my velvet bias to stitch around the portion where I joined fabric, and this is what it is looking like. Very beautiful. Kindly leave a comment below in the comment section if you're going to be trying this out, and if you haven't subscribed, hit on the subscribe button so you get notified whenever we put up our upload. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will be seeing you on the next one. Until then, stay blessed.